Welcome, friends. The Coach Miller Light Show on the air. So I'm pretty excited to be here today because the message that Abraham has for us, especially this beginning part, is precisely what I'm doing right now. And they're saying don't do that. So I'm hoping by the end of the show, I'll have myself in a different vibrational place, because that's what I'm hearing them say. It's not about, are you smiling, right? Because I've been the queen of this in my life. Smile, right? That's how I'm feeling underneath it. But of course that's not coming across. It looks like this. And my words might sound really positive, kind of like they do right now. But is my vibration in a place where I'm emotionally, where I'm feeling a true hope and positive vibration? So Abraham says, and the answer right now is no, it's not. I'm not. But I'm figuring that if I'm conveying this message, the reason for the Coach Miller Light Show is so that Coach Miller lights her path. I gotta light my path, right? When I'm going through life, my past thoughts are coming at me, and I choose for my path to be lit. So I remember some simple truths, some basic rules of the universe, but these are monumental and ever life-changing when I remember them, and they are: we're vibrational beings. Law of attraction is the most powerful law in the universe. I'm creating my future experience by the thought that I'm holding right now, by the perspective that I'm holding, the thought that I'm offering, which is the vibration that I'm offering. And then how am I feeling is letting me know if that experience that I'm pre-sending my future self is something I'm going to like when it gets here. My emotion is letting me know either keep going that way or reroute, right? We've been calling it pivots. That's what Abraham has been calling it in Money and the Law of Attraction. So they're going on today to say something pretty powerful and helpful to understand. And this is what they're saying. Sometimes you believe you're focused on what you desire when actually the opposite is true. Just because your words sound positive and your lips are smiling as you say them, does not mean that you're vibrating on the positive end of the stick. Helpful to understand that putting a smile on can help me get to vibrating on the positive end of the stick. But don't leave it with, well, I got a smile on my face. Well, good. That's good. That'll help me get there. Because there's sometimes when I'm so on the negative end of the stick that I can't even smile. But so I got a smile on, right? But how am I feeling as I'm saying my words? Just because they sound positive doesn't mean I'm feeling positive. What they're saying is sounding positive and having a smile on isn't good enough. Not in this vibrational universe. It's about how I'm feeling. That's the vibration that I'm offering. They say it's only by being aware of the way you're feeling while you are offering your words that you can be sure that you are in fact offering a vibration about what you do desire rather than what you do not desire. Understanding that every subject is two subjects. So we have, for instance, the subject of money, right? Here's my money subject. This is the pen right here. And on one end, up here, we have abundance of money. And on down here, we have lack of money. Right? So money is one subject, but there are ends of the money subject, the money lever, the money pool. So I can be on the subject of money, but be down here, not enough money, or saying like, I choose this goal, right? I have a goal and I want to accomplish it. And I can even be smiling and sound positive, but underneath like, don't think I can. Well, I'm down here. That's how I'm vibrating. And what Abraham is saying is how to get up here. Okay, so they're going to give us a process. I love how they give us processes that I can work with to help me get up here on the end of the desire. Just because I'm thinking about money doesn't mean I'm vibrating at the positive end of the stick. I might be down here at the negative end. And I know by the way I feel. So they go on to give us an explanation. Let's carry on, shall we? They say focus on the solution, not the problem. Okay, so then they give this story, which I really enjoy, about Esther. Esther, she's the one who Abraham talks through. Interesting, I found this card on the ground the other day when I was out walking. Freaking Esther, you see this? You want to hear it? It's pretty cool. It says, spreading her wings. Imagine yourself in an ancient palace meeting Queen Esther, handing you her scepter. She shares with you her journey from an obedient young girl to a queen who finds her uniqueness and saves her people. Hugging the scepter, you feel blessed, energy surging in you. Your uniqueness is revealed, bringing with it beauty, wisdom, courage, and the ability to spread your wings to generate change. What difference will you make? Take on responsibility, be an influential woman. Pretty neat. All right, so Esther was walking through the Texas Hill Country in the midst of a drought. Here's what Abraham says. In the midst of what the television weatherman was calling a serious drought, our friend Esther walked down one of the paths of her hill country property, noticing the dryness of the grass and feeling real concern about the well-being of the trees and bushes that were beginning to show signs of stress from the shortage of rain. She noticed that the bird bath was empty, even though she'd filled with water just a few hours earlier, and she thought about the thirsty deer who had probably jumped the fence to drink the small amount of water that it held. As she was pondering the direness of the situation, she stopped and looked upward, and in a very positive-sounding voice, with very positive-sounding words, she said, "Abraham, I want some rain." And we said immediately back to her, "Indeed, from this position of lack, you think you will get rain?" Funny. "Indeed, from this position of lack, you think you will get rain?" She says, "What am I doing wrong?" And then Abraham said, "Why do you want the rain?" All right, here's our tool of the day. Why do you want the rain? Esther answered, "I want it because it refreshes the earth. I want it because it gives all the creatures in the bushes water so that they have enough to drink. I want it because it keeps the grass green and it feels good upon my skin. It makes us all feel better." And we said, "Now you are attracting rain." All right. Our question, "Why do you want the rain?" helped Esther turn her attention toward the solution. So the answer is to turn my attention toward the solution, but when I'm thinking about a topic, it may not be as easy to turn my attention toward the solution, so here's my tool. Ask myself, why do I want what I want? Why do I choose that? Why do I desire that? And so then instead of thinking about the animals who were, the grass that was showing stress, and then she was on the lack, even though her voice sounded positive and her words sounded positive, her vibration was on the minus. But by answering the question of why, then her vibration moved to the positive. I've used this myself. I've had times in life when I put this tool to the test. And so far, it has worked every time I've ever really, really used it. Where I said, what do I choose and why do I choose it? Not how am I going to get it, not where is it going to come from, not who is going to bring it, not any of those details. Those details are not my business. That's up to universal forces. My business is what do I choose and why do I choose it? And by asking myself why I choose it, then I'm going to move my vibration to the positive end of that stick. So now I'm on the positive end of the subject and vibrating on the positive end. All right. When you consider why you want something you want, your vibration usually shifts or pivots in the direction of your desire. When you consider how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen or who will bring it, your vibration shifts back toward the problem. Isn't it interesting? So we have a problem, and that problem is the minus end, it's the lack, and we've got to get to the solution. So here's a tool to get there. Ask myself, why do I choose it? Because usually when I answer that question, my vibration shifts. And hold it, right? Understand how the universe works, that we have 17 seconds. If I can hold that why, that's why she made a list, right? Why do you choose it? Make a list, right? Milk it until I feel the positive change in my vibration. I'm going to feel that change in my vibration. I'm going to feel relief. Relief is the feeling to go for. If I'm feeling relief, that means I'm moving, my vibration is moving. You see, in the process of taking her attention from what was wrong, by her pondering what she wanted, why she wanted the rain, she accomplished a pivot. Interesting. She accomplished a pivot by asking herself why she wanted what she wanted. She began thinking not only of what she desired, but why she desired it. And in that process, she began to feel better. That afternoon, it rained. And that evening, the local weatherman reported an unusual isolated thunderstorm in the hill country. Your thoughts are powerful. You have much more control over your experience than most of you realize. Isn't this just the greatest of news? Until next time.